How you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel. Welcome to a funny odd stream in the middle of the week. It's Thursday. Is it Thursday today? It is Thursday today, Jeebus. Yeah. Okay, we're flying through the week now. And I still haven't cashed in my gold. Still haven't cashed in. I may be streaming tomorrow. I may not be streaming tomorrow. It's been an hour, Phil. It's been an hour ago. I do these things from time to time. I go, you know what? Today I'm just going to stream because I feel like it. Like yesterday, I was alright. Today I'm like, you know what? We're going to stream. I'm going to come and have a little natter. Going to dig some more gold. Just generally going to just chill. You know, I think tonight I've got nothing else better to do. I've got nothing. I've got, in the great words of Ian Bill from EastEnders, I've got nothing left. I'm just going to sit here and dig. Do a couple more buckets. So a couple. See how things go. See if we can get our employee for the other duplex jig, because that would be handy right about now. Yeah, it really would. Yeah. I don't know. Am I on Twitch right now? I don't even know where I'm at right now. Yo, what's up, bro? I'm doing good, man. Thank you very much for kicking by. Oh no, I'm pushing buttons. I don't know where I'm going. I actually don't know what's happening on Twitch. Apparently I'm live on Twitch as well. That's good. Celebrate Hybridsteel's affiliate anniversary with a party hat emoji. Oh, isn't that just amazing? No, I can't be bothered. It's fine. Anyways. Unlock 25% of everything. No, that's an advert. I don't need adverts on my stream. Get off my screen. Thank you. Now, I did turn my old settings down today because, gotta be honest, after a while you just like, I don't want to listen to this anymore. I get it. Alright, so basically what I'm doing, if you didn't know already, is I'm digging a big hole, right? And I'm mining gold to sort of compete with the leaderboard. But this is like a one-off thing where I'm basically just saving up my gold to shock the system, so to speak. And how I'm going to shock the system is I've got all of those buckets down there at the moment I haven't processed. So they're all just going to be golded up and ready to go. I have no idea. I don't know how many I'm up to now. I'm just still farming. Like tomorrow I'll still be farming. Saturday, the day of, I will be digging a bit in the morning to afternoon, and then in the evening when I come on and stream, we're going to do the whole lot before I actually start doing anything. I'm digging a hole and you're surprised? Why are you surprised? That's like the whole theme of this channel. Dig holes. Metaphorically, physically, and in real life. And I'm still being charged $8 for those flipping cables. Yes. Right. So 9,000 on the salary. I'm hitting about 40. I should dig just a little bit faster, but I like just watching the plant work. It's weird, I know. It's very strange. I don't think I need all these buckets after I've done all this. This is just a, hey, this will be a laugh. See what happens. It's a bit early in the morning as well, and it's raining. But this is supposed to be summer. This reminds me of the UK summer right now. It's been a bit funky. So the amount that's up in that conveyor so far should click all this over to 100%. I say should. Inverted commas should. Alright, Botrix is working, so that's good. And we'll be alright. He's up again. It's a bit dark in here. Maybe. Unfortunately, we may be getting a little bit of I may be getting a Logan in here. I'd be joking, I'm 99% down. Let me just, I've got to load this onto the conveyor belt first before I do anything. So it's really dark in here today. Right, so we are up to 99%, that's okay. turn my lights off, get out and just walk around in the dark and hope. Yep. I'll take UK summer over Australian winter. It's dependent. I mean, we've only just started getting sunshine. Like, for the last... I mean, we're near the end of June now. You know, it's the 20th of June now. We've got like 10 days left, you know. And it's been... I don't know, it's been strange. Like, we've only just started to get like a certain temperature. Like, it's been 2021 for the last like couple of days. And I was like, this is obscure because it hasn't been this much for like this year. It's really strange. Awesome Clips, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Right, so they're all close. That won't get swapped. Those mats will. Literally waiting until they all swap over. Oh my god, I think I only did half. No. I only did half of them when I cleaned up. That's why. I forgot to put them back. That explains it. How you doing, Scruffy? Welcome. Let me just pop these back in here because I forgot to do this, so it's like they didn't switch over in time. That'd be my bad. I forgot to do it. Basically, yeah, I'm still saving up for the big push on Saturday. I have no idea how much gold I've got. I'm basically just racing myself at this point. I'm like, yeah, let's keep going. It's getting less and less room down here now. Saying that by just dropping them off. It's like, yeah, we'll be alright. Is that one full as well? Yeah, these are full, so I need 3 more buckets. Oh, where am I going to put them all? I mean, there are worse problems to have, you know, like world hunger and so on and so forth. But I'm running out of room. Alright, I'm going to need some more buckets. So we need... So we'll just buy another like 14, we'll be fine. Rookie error? What rookie error? Yeah, I know. Oh, get back in the car. Start her up. Do. I hate it when it's this dark in this game. And not even I like it. It's like, what am I doing? I don't know. It's all dark. Take it to a gold room? No, my gold room's down there. Those wash tables are literally my gold room. I'm not going to place them elsewhere. I'm done. Don't worry. I won't need them after this. Literally, I'm just going to be like, I'm done. Don't worry. It's all right. How is this overloading? I don't understand what's going on anymore. Something's happened in OBS that keeps overloading games. And I don't get it. I don't get it. Because I ain't changed nothing of my settings. And it keeps saying it is overloaded. Are you guys getting a stutter? Right. Pause my own stream. Right, okay, cool. I've got to keep an eye out on that. I don't know what's going on with OBS. It seems it's really weird. Don't know why I put 3 dots up there. That's alright. I don't take it as an aggression like other people do. Don't worry. Got to keep an eye on OBS now. I might just have to do a full reinstall of OBS because it's been a bit of a willy over the last few days. And it's not like I'm doing anything else special in comparison to what I've done before. Like, I'm streaming the same games. I'm doing the same garbage I always do. But for some reason, the last few days, I keep getting this this message that comes up. It says encoding overloaded. I'm like, why is it overloaded? I mean, the only thing I've done is change my processor to a more powerful processor, and none of the settings have changed. And I did that weeks ago, and it's only just started doing this whole like crap thing now. So I think something's changed in OBS on like the latest update, maybe. So I might just have to have a funk around. Yeah, I said funk, not other F word, but when I'd say on YouTube. It's really annoying though. Really annoying. If it happens again, I'll just have to, well, see what's happening. But if you see any lagging on the stream, let me know, because apparently it is a problem. It's even stopped me recording that clothing game just because it won't work properly. But apparently that comes down to a performance issue on their side as well, so I don't really get it right now. Yeah, go up. There we go. Right. Put my bucket down here. Stick that on there. Did we get that one up there? Oh no, we must have forgotten those. Do. Yes, this is a bit of a willy idea. So I want to know how much gold I can dig in a week, basically. If honestly, I haven't really been doing like full-time digging. Like today, I didn't get to the gym today because I was resting from yesterday. Yesterday was a big day. I did my first proper deadlift. Well, I did my first deadlift session. And I did some other bits and pieces, and I was knackered. So today was like recovery. But yeah, I only dug for like a little bit this morning, and then I was just prattling around for most of the day. I've gone into a bit of I don't know what I'm doing right now sort of thing, because I'm playing this. So I can't take on any new projects, can't do nothing because I'm playing this. I know I should, but you know, we'll get there eventually, maybe. See how things go. Anyways, yeah, so if you get any lag, let me know. See how things go. Hopefully OBS won't be a dick. It won't die on me, which would be nice. But yeah, Saturday's looking fun. I'm not sure how many buckets I have. Lots. But there's the thing, once you hit like a couple of million, you don't have to worry about spending any more money out because you own all the plants, you own all the land, you don't own anything, you don't have anything else. You can take your time when it comes to putting dirt in. I'm only doing this the 1 week though. I'm not going to be doing this every week, and the reason why is because you could get to a point where you just don't have enough time to like cash in. So I want to do this for 1 week just to see what it's like. I also want to see where I started from, like 14,000 ounces or whatever, and then put in whatever's in here. I'm hoping there's like 40,000 ounces of gold here. If I'm going to be brutally honest, that would be pretty cool. 40,000 ounces, man. Right, we're done. But I've still got today. I've still got tomorrow. And I've still got Saturday morning to afternoon. I might do a few rounds there. See where I end up. And then we go from there. And then it'll be fun. I've got to mark my map up as well, because I've made a bit of progress in the whole digging world, right? Made a bit of progress. I think this is where I'm up to. I think this is where I'm up to. Well, I could be wrong. So what I'll do is, because I work like down the map, I'll dig on these two as well. See where we're at. Yeah, there we go. I'm actually on that last square. Fantastic. Fantastic, dear boy. But yeah, making a big hole, and then I'll spend some time to make a road down to it, and then I'll just dig out the bottom as well, because the bottom part of this map is where all the gold is, really. I mean, top level's not too bad, but it's when you get down to the bottom bits below, that's when you get a lot of more of the money. So if you look at my gold map, and you look at these squares, so I've already dug these ones out, but that one's still got not 2,000 ounces in it. That one's still got 1,700 ounces. So all the gold is literally from where I've dug, right? All of that bit down there is just gold. So I'm digging down through the layers. This is where it's going to waste some of my time. I'm still going to make some good gold out of it, but it's going to waste some of my time. When I build the road in and I get down to that lower section and I'm like, okay, cool, now we're good, then it'll be all right, which is what I'm sort of looking forward to, if I'm going to be brutally honest. Because when you get down to the bottom section, it's just profit. Like, everything down there is just a lot of gold. So let's say I'm doing like 15 squares. Each one of them's got 2,000 ounces in it, maybe roughly around that sort of thing. So I'm looking at like 30,000 ounces of gold in just that one section below me. All I need to do is just empty out the top section first so I don't lose much, and we go from there. And that's why all of those buckets are literally just everything I've taken so far. And that will just be the top layer. So if the top, let's say if the top layer gets me 40,000 ounces of gold, the bottom layer is going to get me like nearly twice as much, if not 3 times as much, because of the amount of gold that's still in those squares that goes into the bedrock. And I'm going to try and get as much as I can out of it. It's why I own a bulldozer. It's why we're going to dig down. I'm going to dig out to that level, and I'm just going to go for everything. And if I have to, I'll build the ramp down to it, and we'll just scrape bedrock as well. Yeah, I'll probably have to buy the reinforced teeth from a bucket, but if there's still like 5, 6, 7,000 ounces, or maybe, we'll see how things go. All I've got to do now is dig, and I've got what, 19 days left. So I'll definitely finish this map, well, at least where I want to be. Maybe we get to start another one before like the end of the season. So I'm expecting like 3 resets in this, not just 2. Because this would be my... Oh, hold on, no. Hold on. No, this is my 3rd reset, sorry. Because you come here the first time, and I've reset twice since then. But that's because I had dodgy maps. This was my first good one. And this one, we are just, as I said, we're just rushing the top layer. There might not be a lot up here, but there's enough to like make things happy. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I know I haven't been as live streamy as I did last time, but that's just because of just other things happening. You know, I didn't go to the gym last time. But yeah, it's all good. Hopefully you guys have got a good weekend coming up. If you have, you know, hope you enjoy it. If you haven't, don't worry. You'll have a good weekend at another point. You can't always have a good weekend, but you can have a weekend. And it doesn't matter if it's a good one. It's always going to be okay. Unless, you know, well, I mean, it could be pretty bad. I don't know. Depending on how you live. Depending on what you're doing. Depending on who's around you. So I say that, and then we get like the Black Plague or something. I don't know. Terrible circumstances always happen. I know I'm digging myself a really big hole. Metaphorically and physically right now. Beep, beep, beep. Banana phone. Yeah, it's going to be a bit funky getting a road through here. So the road's probably going to be starting from here down. I've got to move a lot of soil. It's going to be fun. And it has to be like a road through all this dirt. So, yeah, that'll be alright. I've got time. I'll be alright. It should only take me a couple of hours to dig through it. I'm getting better with the old bulldozer, so just not as many mistakes as last time, so it should be alright. So what's your thoughts on the new dirt look of Out of Ore? Haven't seen it, mate. I haven't played Out of Ore since last time I played it, so whatever it looks like, I'll get into that when I finish this. Like I've been turning loads of things down because I'm doing this season, and it is making me consider like, do I want to do another season mode very quickly after this, or do I want to give it a little while? And I'm thinking I might give it a bit longer than I was expecting. The reason why, I've missed out quite a lot this time around. Doing it mid-year is not a very good idea. Doing end of year, going into like the beginning, that's a good time to do a season mode. But doing it during the year, because I normally I'd cover games, and I've passed up different opportunities this time around. I'm like, yeah, I could have done it, could have played it, could have enjoyed that, could have done this. So yeah, I'm looking at a game called Contractville as well. It's on my wish list at the moment, but it'd be something I might do on my channel, because it looks like it could hold quite a bit of content, which would be fine. We'll go from there, really. No, I haven't seen it. The worst part is I've kind of kept myself out of the loop on Out of Ore right now, mainly because of this. Because I know if I go, oh my god, that looks amazing, I'll be like, I really want to go and play Out of Ore now, and then I abandon this season. And I want to see this one through. Even if I don't get like top 10, I don't really care. I just want to see it through. I want to enjoy it. Sort of what's happening. Be happy playing it, be alright, it's all good. We finally hit good gold. Yay me! Do. It sort of looks like gold mining sim dirt. So like this, I could live with that. I actually like this. If I'm going to be honest, I prefer this sort of dirt where you're able to, it actually looks like you're scooping out an actual chunk of it all, and it looks like it's part of the actual scenery. So if that's how they've done it, fair play to them, you know. I'll be alright with that. I'll probably feel more at home with it. Oh dear. I've got to work on the old excavator as well. Like I think the controls on there I haven't copied straight over to hit from this one. So I've got to remember which keys I push to do stuff, and then I'll be alright. Did I turn it off? No, now I did. Yeah, slow and steady does not win the race. Boom. There we go. So then that's all going to be pulled as well. It's warm. I think it's just this room because like the rest of the flat's quite cool. Dude. Oh dear. Do 26, 25. Weird idea. Why don't you have multiple rock trucks? You fill up 5 to 6, then do a wash. Yeah, I know. I've done that before. You just have to sit here and you have to keep rotating through your trucks and everything. And by the end of it, I'm like, do I want to keep doing that? I did it on the before, like the season I finished. I had 5 trucks going before I had Frank's, and I was like, okay, well the 5 trucks it's okay, but you kept having to like dip in and dip out, keep moving it around. I was like, don't know. I'm all right doing it this way. I mean, I don't know what everybody else is doing. I'll find out if I actually go and speak and talk to them. But I gotta be honest, I haven't really paid attention to anybody else who's playing this challenge. I haven't spoken to really anybody else. I haven't really like paid attention to how they're doing stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if anyone's actually using that strategy of, hey, we're going to use multiple trucks, or we're going to do this. Because obviously, I mean, if it was we could use Frank's, I wouldn't mind too much now. I think I know I rely on them, but I gotta be honest. There's a reason why we relied on Frank's. It's just because they're good. That's all it was. So what for me, I will probably not, if no Franks becomes like another challenge for like we'll do it again, I'm not doing it again. I like Franks. I like them a lot. And they just make my life easier. I don't really care about everybody else's. Like when it comes to they're playing their own way. But this whole challenge has made me really sort of like has made me understand why we like Franks and why they take a lot of the burden off of how we transport stuff around. Yeah, definitely. I think the way that I would utilise it from now on, though, would be a little bit different. Which is, yeah, I'd probably have one full out stretched, and then the one that I would have near me digging, I'd be constantly sort of shifting it around so I could get the excavator near it a lot of the time. That can refuel that, and then we'll refuel the old excavator, and then we'll be right as rain. But yeah, this is just, it's a quick stream tonight. I'm coming online basically to update what's going on, how fast I'm doing it. If you've got anything you want to ask away. More than happy to talk to you. It's all good. Eh. No, I need you. You go in there and then you refuel. Yes, you do. Yeah, also I don't know how many days I've been playing for. I know it's like we got 19 days left, but when I was writing the title to this, my brain just went, what? And then I didn't remember. So all pretty much the standards that were standard. It's all right. I'm on par with just about an idiot. Driving home for the next day. I'm not driving home for Christmas. I'm not going home for Christmas. I'm gonna carry on mining until permafrost hits, and then we might go home. Maybe we'll have to see. See if Santa lets me. I should be on a flat surface now. Back to playing older games now. Nothing caught my eye this year. I'm playing a hardcore thief sim. Contraband Policing, I never finished. Contraband Police was a good game. I enjoyed that. I almost replayed it for shorts value because I saw a guy who was doing sort of like the daily life of a person on the border. I was like, you know what, that's not a bad idea, and I could be like another person who would be at, like, and just sort of tie it in with his channel, maybe like leech off of the views sort of thing, you know. Yeah, I was just coming up with ways of how to try and get people out to watch this one as well. But it genuinely did give me I would say an eye for something that if something comes up like Contraband Police again, to maybe consider, you know, thinking of short special content for that sort of thing, because it can help, and it can be like mildly entertaining as well. Some of the shorts I watch, because I actually do watch shorts, and it's more just my little information tidbits of, like, you know, gym life mainly, and just a few other bits and pieces. But when it comes down to the gaming side of things, some of it I'm like, you know what, I could do that next time, and I'll make a note of it, and I'll consider that for the next game I play. So yeah, Contraband Police definitely made me think outside the box a little bit more when it comes to what sort of content I can make from it. Anything like that, really, like anything that involves like not letting people across like borders and stuff. So a little bit like Contraband Police and Papers, Please. So if there's another game like that out there somewhere that comes down the pipeline, then yeah, that's something I could look into, because it does interest me. But Contraband Police, it's got a split ending, so it's you either go one way or the other. Ooh. I liked it though, good game. A game I did like the look of during Next Festo was Underground Garage. Basically, it looks a bit like Need for Speed, like I would say more earlier version of Need for Speed. Also mixing it up with a bit of Car Mechanic Sim. So I'm all good with that. And I'm going to be honest, I'm actually looking forward to it a little bit more because it gives me something to do. I like car games, and it looks like I can design quite a bit of, like, you know, decals and bits and pieces, souping up people's cars. I'm not sure about the mission ways though. See if it's actually just free missions, or it's like, hey, there's a guy at our garage, we need to do this, and then they pull the car around and we get to test drive it and see if it works and so on and so forth. We shall see. I didn't actually get to play the demo, but it is a game that's interested me for a couple of years. Yeah, to put this into perspective, that game was being worked on right at the beginning of COVID. Right at the beginning, because I had a chat with the dev at the same time. I was part of the alpha testing group until, if you guys have been on this channel long enough, you know if I say shit hit the fan, you know what happened here. So yeah, it was one of those times. Didn't know what was happening, so I stopped being an alpha tester. Yeah. I know you'll choose the bad ending first if you finished it, just because you love cast. I think I did the good ending. I did the good ending. I can't remember now, but I think I did the good one. Depending on what you mean by the good ending. But yeah, I can't remember now. It's been a while since I played it. Good, yeah, I said good game though. Here we go again, digging holes with my excavator rolling down the hole. Oh. Did you side with the rebels or the government? I think I sided with the rebels, which would be the good ending. You never side with government. Never. That's like siding with the Sith or the Emperor. Ugh. Gotta be honest though, in today's like era of Disney, doesn't matter who you side with, apparently everybody's a bad guy or everyone's a good guy. Shove it up your bum bum. Let's go. We're digging across the land, and I'm digging in the hole, and I'm digging lots of gold today. Also, if anyone ever plays Fallout 76, I don't know if you ever will, but if you're ever on it and you see my base, it does come up as Hybridsteel's base. I'm down. I'm next in the area next door to. Oh, where the fuck am I? I'm not in the corner that always gets bombed with nukes. I'm next over, next to RNG train station. Come and say hello if you ever see me around. Come and buy all my plans as well. I've got too many, and I need to off some of them. I've got so many plans in my base. It's not even funny. It's not funny anymore. If you don't pay real money, don't worry. It's caps. You can earn caps in game. It's not like atoms. Atoms you have to pay for. Or you can earn atoms in game, but you can't earn a lot. It's the better ending. Both are technically not great endings from my recent searches. For what is better ending, at least you don't kill innocent people like the government ending. Yeah, so I mean, when it comes down to like rebelling against an oppressive government or communism, always rebel against communism unless you want to be like China. And being like China is not exactly where I want to be, you know. I'm quite happy not being with China. Quite happy not siding with communism. Communism sucks. If you want to see how well that's going, go and watch the China show. They'll tell you how communism is going. It's not going very well. I watch those guys every Saturday morning. So when I was a kid, it was like Saturday morning cartoons. Now it's the China show, and then I watch Friday Night Tides. And if I've got time, I'll watch the WAN show. But that is all day. I mean, if I'm committing to like listening to 3 podcasts in one day, it'll be those 3. That's like 10 hours worth of listening to stuff. Does help pass the day, trust me. Yeah, I do recommend the China show because you never really get to see what's happening in China. You just get told things. You know, things are great in China. We've got this and we've got that, and then you watch like some of the mobile phone footage that gets out of China, and you're like, yeah, it's not great over there, is it? It is actually flipping disgusting. But there you go. And you can get into trouble for talking about China in a bad light. Yay me. But yeah, most of this road that I'm working on now, I'm near finishing, is what I did today. So I went through like different 4 or 5 squares today. And I'll do the same for tomorrow, and then I'll do the same for Saturday as well. So I'm hoping that I may finish off the block I'm actually working on. I think I've only got like 2 more rows until I finish the block at least. Actually, let me go onto the map and find out. So if we go into my gold map, and yeah, this is the last block I'll be clearing. So this next block is my last block. So that's everything I'm clearing, and then these bits here. Actually, I really should. If I dig through these as well, I know it doesn't sound like there's a lot there, which there technically isn't. But this is all going to be part of my road, so I suppose I better just take the top. If I take the top layer off of that as well, that digs me through most of that dirt, which is a lot of dirt. And then all I've got to do is just dig a big straight line through all of this and get down to here. So as you can see, it's a big area that I'm going to be gridding out. I'm gridding out and I'm killing all of this. It's a lot of dirt load to shift. So this is why it's probably going to take me another, I reckon, maybe about a week to clear it. But it's so rich down there. Like everything below 7 meters in this area is good for me. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Both China and America is probably out there last year's as a superpower on the world stage. The problem with China is that they say they're a superpower, and they're only a superpower because of like how much like demand they're meeting, like cheap China goods and stuff. But money wise, they're not as powerful as like they're putting out to be. That's why they're having a massive housing issue. That's why a lot of the massive towers of houses they've been building, like, you know, all the flats and apartments, they're not selling because no one can afford it. The average person in China earns $1.50 a day. So if you earn $500, if you've got $500 a month in America, guess what? You're rich in China. You're very rich in China. $500 a month. Let's put it this way: my old wage where I used to work, I was earning about $1,300 a month. I'd be like top wealthy man in China. I could probably buy a business for that much money. But yeah, average wage is $1.50. But it's like the things that I find funny about it was it 2 weeks? Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago, because last week when they had, no, it was last week. 5 foreign people got stabbed in China last week. It's not a funny subject, but no one really talked about it until the people who run the China show actually broke the news. And they broke the news because no one else was. China was basically trying to suppress it themselves because it involved like how violent it can be over there. And then all of a sudden, it's like, then the world started reporting on it, and they started, oh no, well this happened because of this. It's like, well no, here's video footage, and they showed video footage of it, and it's like, it doesn't happen the way that China says. America isn't much better. The $15 an hour minimum wage debate has been going on since. Yeah, well, that's fine. $15 an hour, that's fine. China is $1.50 a day. A day. $1.50. One, not 11. Let's put it this way: an American could basically work for 1 hour a day and have more money than most people in China a day. A month. Because $1.50 is the average. I mean, yes, there are wealthy people in China, and normally they run businesses and stuff. But most people who just work in China do not earn that much money. And that's the sad thing. This is why I had a friend when I used to live in Wales. I had a friend who was a truck driver, and he used to go to Thailand. He used to go to China. He used to go to loads of places like this. He used to live out there for a couple of months every year. You know, he used to just live there because he had enough money saved up that he would just basically travel. He would always go to Asian countries because they were cheaper. Always. The problem with doing $22 an hour, have you seen what McDonald's are doing right now? And this is so people can demand $22 an hour as much as they want in America. McDonald's have started using completely self-serviced restaurants. So you go up and order your own food and so on and so forth. When it comes down to going through like a drive-through, that's AI. So it will just talk to you. It will ask you for what your certain things are. And it's not literally, if they start getting the order wrong enough, a real person has to take over. Most of McDonald's are now when they're being switched over, they're running like 4 staff a week because they don't want to afford $22 an hour. So the way around it is you automate it. You basically say, well, we don't need staff. There's a robot that can cook fries. We can do that. Oh, so they'll get like a program like ChatGTP to do all their like ordering stuff through like the drive-through, and the only thing that you'll need is somebody to hand someone food. So this means everything starts getting automated because people are demanding too much money, and the reason why they're demanding too much money is because they can't afford to live because everything's too bloody expensive. And unfortunately, places like McDonald's don't want to give out $22 an hour because of number one, greed. Number two, that means they have to pay everybody that, and that's a lot of money out of their pocket. They don't want to pay people. So it doesn't matter if the people keep demanding more and more money to live. Unfortunately, they just won't be employed at certain places because they'll find a way of automating it. Joys of life. Unfortunately, because we've all gone down that whole crap hole of, yeah, we need AI because it's going to be amazing. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And then go and check out the robots that can literally cook in restaurants. They just be programmed how to do stuff. It's like the car market. When people started coming in, they need more cars made. They got robots to do it. Now in fast food, you can literally buy robots to make your own fries or burgers or anything else. And it'll only be a matter of time until you can go into a McDonald's and never see a single person working there. But don't worry, $22 an hour, it's fine. What they should do is sort out their own bloody inflation issue, which is what the main issue is. Oh, and rent. Rent in America is ridiculously expensive. In certain places. Asmongold was talking about where he lives in Texas, and like the average house rent is like $3,500 a month. That's stupid. And this is why people can't afford shit. It just doesn't work anymore. But there you go. I want to cut this square out, but I don't want to be messing around with this too much. So that's going to go there. I need my truck to go there. Toy it like a tiger. My sympathy is with the people. You know, it's not Americans' fault that they've got a problem with money and stuff. It's just the people who run the entire country's fault. And it's the same as the UK. The reason why our inflation went up and it hasn't come back down properly and everything else is the people who run the country. And unfortunately, a couple of people spoil it for everybody else. And it's normally the people in charge. I'm not sure how well this is going to go for digging wise because we're on a hill. We'll take as much as we can reach. America is so backwards in anything that's 80%-ish believe that the American dream is no longer available to anyone. Yeah, because there's too much money going out of your pockets. That's the shame of it all. The worst part is I've looked at. I mean, I can't afford to move there. I can't afford to move anywhere because I'm poor anyway. But I've looked at certain places in America, and I'm like, I'd love to live in like certain parts because the houses are nice, the area is nice. You know, there's not a lot of gun violence, that sort of thing, and I'd be alright there. But then I look at it and just go, healthcare, and the amount of medication that Kerry needs, like. Her alone, I mean, we wouldn't be able to afford healthcare for Kerry. I mean, my inhalers, I think, costs. I don't even know how much like a salbutamol inhaler would cost in America. It's probably something stupid like £100 for one of these. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to get it. What I would have to do is literally every 6 months come back here and order like 6 inhalers, and then go home to America. Or get my mum to get it. I'll just get my mum to go to a prescription, pick it up for me, and then she can send it to me. But I'm not sure if you're allowed to send medications through like the post. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to afford the medical bills at all. If I had a massive amount of money, yeah, I probably would. 125 US per inhaler, depending which one. Because like I run 2 inhalers. Like one of them is like my daily. I use one daily, 4 times. It's basically twice a day, and then I use my other one as an emergency. So I'm looking at $250 a month on inhalers, and that's just for me. Kerry's asthmatic as well, so she needs another 2, the same inhalers as I take. So that's $1,000 a month just on inhalers, and then all of her other medication, things that she has to do for like pain treatment and everything else. You're probably looking at like $4,000 a month, just for Kerry and my 2 inhalers. And then my sumatriptan's probably like another $100. So we're looking at like, you know, $4,500 a month just on medication, and then you got to pay $3,500 a month on rent, so that you need to earn $10,000 a month just so we could have our medication in a house, and then it would come down to food and everything. So we're probably looking at $10,000 a month plus more. You know, I don't know. We're probably looking at $15,000 a month just to live in America. It just wouldn't happen for us. And when you break it all down like that, that's how fucked that up. That's stupid. You'd have to spend 1/3 of your income on medication. You'd have to work like 3 or 4 jobs just to pay for just to have a roof over your head and the medication load use. Didn't know I was going live today, nor did I. If I'm going to be brutally honest, this happens. I go live whenever, and I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever, I'll go live. Happens, man, happens. It's just one of those things. They're all full. Fantastic. But yeah, that's so I count myself very lucky that I'm from I'm from England, you know, and we do get like the UK healthcare. People moan about it, but genuinely, it's not as bad as America's. I'm sort of thankful I live here, because I feel sorry for people who have to spend too much money on like medication and shit. It's just not right. Of course, I remember you. You asked 100 or so questions last stream. It was all good. That's just how life is. I remember people look short term, but if you don't turn up for like 6 months and come back and go, hey, do you remember me? I'm like, maybe. My brain might work at that point. But yeah, so I may be streaming tomorrow. It is depending on how I feel, because I was dead after yesterday. Yesterday was like a lot of yesterday I remember, but I was mainly just like stiff. Everything hurt. I was okay. I know. Through ride. Chill. I know you were here. Like I said, if you haven't been here for a long time, that's when I forget people. I need to disconnect this. I need to reconnect this to that. No, this to that. And then we need to turn on the nuggeteers, and then we'll go from there. Bonsai. Oh. She got the caddy, left me the mule to ride. Sounds like there's a horny cat out in the road again. I've made some comparison videos, just need to edit them and upload them. All good, man. What I would do personally is get like 5 or 6 together, or do 10, right? Or no, 8. 8's a good one. Do 8 videos and release them in July. Right? You do 2 videos a week, one on a Tuesday and one on a Saturday. Right? See what that does for you for a month, and go from there. And then what you do, build up a little bit of a catalogue in the background. And the reason why I say upload 2 a week is because gives it a couple of days to mess around and who might be interested and so on and so forth. Also, it gives an idea of like who's going to watch them, and then from there you take your first month's worth of videos and then go, right, okay, so this idea worked and this idea worked, this didn't, and then you know what sort of videos you need to create for the rest of the audience. There you go. How's the America could fix a huge chunk of the problems if it just split the oh man, its military budget is like, it's close to $1 trillion. $1 trillion. I think they're looking at 950 billion for 2024 to 25 because of the wars that they're getting involved in. Their budget has gone up by $200 billion in 3 years. Because of the war with Ukraine, and then obviously they're sticking their noses in with the Israel versus Palestine fight. So they're getting involved in that. They're splashing out more. They keep giving money to Zelensky because he's just walked out with another. I think he walked out with another 60 billion because he was visiting America last week or the week before. And then when he went home, basically America just spent another 60 billion on Ukraine. So yeah, lovely bunch. It's amazing. Season 9, get a bunch of it. Yeah. No, so when you want to do your uploads, do them, like I said, do two a week in the month of July, right? Record a load up through July, and then when you've finished through July, have a look at the ones that got like a few more views than others. Look for those subjects. Look for where those people are looking from as well. You need to start paying attention to the data of the people who are actually coming to watch your videos. But yeah, it just seems to be America just like throwing money at like guns again. Like foreign guns, like not their own. Like, hey, do you want some missiles? Because we can do them for you. You want an aeroplane? Come on. And then Lockheed Martin and BlackRock have decided they want to get involved with trying to finance Ukraine's rebuilding program. Been fun. I sat and just went, I don't think that's a good idea. But it comes down to how Zelensky's trying to run his country. But by the way, Ukraine is no longer a democracy. They are stuck on their own way. It's exactly the same as Russia now. They don't have a presidential race. They don't have a prime minister running. It's just one party ruling the country. So they are now, what's the word for it? It's a dictatorship. There you go. Yeah. Do you not get bored of doing the same thing for hours? Have you ever watched... I know you're pretty much, you probably have never watched me play Hydroneer. I spent 4 years playing Hydroneer. This is piss easy in comparison. That cat needs to get laid. And then we can hear someone complain they got kittens again. Yeah, I spent 1,500 hours playing Hybridsteel. So playing this for a month, now I'm fine. My brain just carry on. I'm not playing as hardcore as I did before though. Like the last season I played of this, I think the most I was doing was probably I did 10 to 12 hour days. On the first season I went like, I'm gonna do this, and I screwed up so many times. But with this one, yeah, it hasn't been as bad, if I'm going to be brutally honest. Yeah, basically there's a cat. See, it's not in our garden. Going by the sound, I'm going to assume it's down on the green. And there's a lot of male cats in here. So that one's trying to get laid. And we hear it all the time. My neighbour downstairs has got a cat, and that one, when that one was pining, that was in our garden. And then my neighbour said that she found one of the toms in her house that climbed through the window to get out her cat. So that was fun, apparently. I don't have pets, and part of the reason why I don't have pets is through cost, because it costs quite a lot to have a pet. Also, you have to get it vaccinated, then you have to deal with cats and kittens and everything else. Or if you have a man, if you have a boy cat, you have to get it neutered, and if not, it ends up round here. Basically, the road I live in has got a couple of slag cats. They're always out. Every 3 months or so, all you hear is so, just get it over and done with. I'm sort of glad I don't have any neighbours that are nymphs, you know. There's constant gentleman callers coming around. I don't want to hear that. Oh, but there you go. Joys of living on an estate with like people who own cats. How much of this game do you play off camera? A lot. This morning, I got back from dropping the kids off. I probably did a couple of hours. And then I had my lunch and I was like, I'm done. Don't need to do anything else. And I just chilled out for the rest of the afternoon. And then I pick up my kids and I come home. And then I'll do their dinner. Obviously, I'll do their dinner at like 5. And then they're in bed by like 6, half 6 now. Because we're trying to put their bedtimes back, but they keep messing around. So I keep having to like saying, oh, you can't do this. And then I won't play it again until like after I've been online on my PlayStation. So every day for 2 to 3 hours, I go on my PlayStation. I get away from YouTube. I get away from all of this, and I basically sit there and just play whatever. Currently, I'm playing Fallout 76, and I'm just building my base, roaming around the lands, killing whatever's around, doing my daily challenges. I'm just kicking around on the season basically, and it's what I do. I just chill. And before that, we were playing. I say we. It's me, my brothers, and a couple of our friends. We were playing GTA. We did the junkyard missions a lot. We basically helped out each other on that. We got all that done, and then it was like, what else can we play? I was like, you know what? Fallout 76 update comes out in a couple of months' time. Let's go back to that. So that's what we all did. We all jumped back into Fallout 76, and I'm still playing it now. I found a new lease of life on it. When I started it, I was on level like 13 or 14. I'm now level 79. So I've gone up a fair few levels. Let's just accidentally cat talk them. Cat talk or Kathunk. Yeah. My first season I played this, yeah, I probably did, because I was streaming practically every day when I was doing this, I'd play like 10 hours offline because my kids are in school. I didn't need to worry about it. I didn't go to the gym. I came home and I was like, I'm going to stream. So I did like 4-hour streams in the morning. Then I'd go off, come home after I picked the kids up from school, and then I'd play for another like hour and a half maybe, and then do their dinner, get them sorted. As soon as they're in bed, do like another 5 hours. And it's the only reason why I can do it is I know people get like they do get pissy with it. It's like, oh, you can do this because it's like, oh, you're going to be top of the leaderboard because you can do all this free time. It's like, even with all this free time, I didn't even touch the top of the leaderboard. So yeah, if you look at the top of the leaderboard now, M. It should be accelerate. Accelerate. This guy here last season hit $1 million, 1 million ounces of gold. His first this season, he did 17 hours straight, going by what other people were talking about in the Discords that I'm part of, and he did 17 hours, and after he finished his first session, he already had 1,000 ounces of gold mined, and he was top of the leaderboard. He hasn't come down since. So yeah, he did it 17 hours straight, which can be done. I mean, that's not difficult. That's get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So let's say I was going to do it. Let's say my kids were down their grandparents' house and my wife was down there as well, and they were just like, you know what, we're going to give you a weekend where you can do what you like. Okay, cool. So I would basically get up at like 6 in the morning, turn my PC on, get myself my breakfast or whatever I'm doing, and then I could sit here all day. And I could just do this. You know, I'd have like house playing in the background. I'd probably get through like a season or two of that, and I would just dig. The thing is my brain can turn off and do this sort of crap, but I know I'm not going to win, but I'm just enjoying playing the game. So I don't mind doing like 6 hours during a whole day, because that's where I'm at. On Saturday I'll do a big push. So Saturday I will because the kids are a bit more independent on the Saturday, because we let them have their tablets if they're good. You know, they've got their own TV in their room, that sort of thing. They've got time to play and they've got other things to do. So we can kind of structure their day, and you know, if we need to do stuff with them, we will. So potentially I could get up at like 5, because that's when Logan will wake me up. So I'll be up at 5. If I got them their breakfast and done that, I could sit here for 2 hours and play whilst they're eating their breakfast, watching their cartoons and so on and so forth. And then 7-8 o'clock they start getting a bit loud and rowdy and everything else, and they'll be alright. They would have finished their breakfast, they can do a bit of reading, they can do this, and then they'll be fine. And then 9 o'clock, so between 7 and 9, I can sit, if they want to do their reading, I can do their reading with them. I can do like bits and pieces with them. I need to do some handwriting practice with Ollie, because he still drives his A's backwards, which is weird. So I need to do that with him. Thankfully, I can sort of write with my right hand, because I'm left-handed, but he's right-handed. So I've got to try and learn myself at the same time, which is going to be fun. And then from 9 o'clock, I let them choose who's going to choose first on the TV. So their TV time starts at 9 o'clock, goes on till lunchtime. So for those 3 hours, unless I'm desperately needed or I need to do something, I can let them be a bit more freer. They don't have to rely on me. I'll go and get them a drink and a snack and everything else, but I can sit here and play. I could play this for 3 hours and they probably wouldn't even come and talk to me, because that's what my kids are like. If they don't need me, they don't need to talk to me. That's pretty much what they do. They ignore me. And even if I'm sitting in front of them, they ignore me. After lunch, go from like 1 till 3. So let's say Logan chose the TV for the first 3 hours. Ollie chooses the TV from like 1 till 3 o'clock or 1 till 4. And then we start winding down, going into dinner time. So we'll do like a little bit of reading, we'll do a little bit of drawing practice, because they've got these little LED tablets. They're only a couple of quid, but they can draw on them all the time. Push a button, it resets, you can do it again. So we do a little bit of practicing with that because it's cheaper than paper, so that's good. And then it's dinner time, and after dinner, after they've gone to bed, I stream. So I'd be doing like another 3-4 hour stream. So yeah, potentially on a Saturday I could no, not a Kindle. It's these little, like if you go onto Temu, and actually I'll find one for you. We bought them a couple of these. They're little drawing tablets. These things. This. So basically, what you do is you just draw on them and then push the button to delete it, and then it repeats. So they're constant. They're not bad. And I got to be honest, for £1.52 each, you buy 4 or 5 of them, and they're really good for teaching the kids how to draw. Really good to teach them how to write, and it's easier than paper. Because if they make a mistake, you just push the button and reset it, and then go from there. And they run on 254 lithium batteries, so they're quite cheap on battery power as well. So that's why we use them. But yeah, they're good for little kids. And like I said, like a pack of paper will cost you like £6. One of those tablets will cost you £1.50. So you just use one of those little tablets, teach them how to do stuff, and that's how we do it. Yeah, so 9-10 hours I would do, like, if I wasn't really being bothered. Now, if I'm being bothered, or I go to a gym, or I've got to go to the shop and everything else, I normally do around sort of like 6 hours. And that'll be on and off. I won't do it all day. I won't do 6 hours straight. I'll do like 2 hours here, 2 hours there, and 1 hour there, 1 hour there. But I'm not one of those people. I can't sit here for like 14-15 hours because I've got kids and I've got a life. It's not much of a life, but it's still life, and I've still got things to do. Huh? Well, that's the thing, is I've got things to do. I don't have to change my kids now. Oh, do you have to charge the battery? No, the tablets run on like a lithium battery. The lithium battery is like, I'm still running double screen. Hold on. The lithium battery itself, that'll last bloody ages. It's the same as a watch battery, it's just a bit bigger. I've got a whole pack of them as well, so if it runs out, I've got to replace. I bought like a big 100 pack of that sort of battery. I think it was like £5. So £5 for the batteries, which is like 100 batteries, plus £1.50 for a drawing tablet. That's so much cheaper than trying to teach them how to draw on paper. And how to write on paper, and how to, like, it's easier to do lessons on how to, like, teach kids how to write or read or anything else, because you can draw big letters, so you can teach them how to read as well. And you can teach them how to use spacing and so on. So yeah, they do work. They are really good, and they're relatively good for like everything. Do 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 do. What time am I logging off? In about 45 minutes. Because it's still Friday tomorrow. So Friday I'll be up at 5:30. Like Logan was reading at 5:30 this morning. He decided I'm going to open the blind. Ollie was still asleep, which was nice, but Logan was reading. I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm going back to bed. So that was okay. I'll probably be ended up about that same day tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. And then I've got to go to the gym I'll be down the gym by 9. I won't leave there till like 11. Finally getting around to Hydroneer DLC. All good, Furby. Nice one, brother. So yeah, I'll do 2 hours in the gym. I'm mainly doing bench work this time, so I've got to do Smith machine, so that's going to be shoulders, chest, and then I'm doing dumbbells, and that's shoulders and chest. And if I'm tired after that and I can't really lift my arms very much, I'll do a bit of legs, keep them working, keep them running, do some squats, and then by then my arms should have come back and I could actually like move them again. I'll be doing lat pull downs mainly, because I've got to do a bit more of this. I did some tricep. I did 60 kilo tricep workout Wednesday, which is right. You do it. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so I was doing 65 kilo triceps on Wednesday. I did my first 100 kilo deadlift. I was doing shoulder work as well. I will do that again next Wednesday, but I want to do 110 kilo deadlift. So I want to push it by I want to try like 10 kilos every week until I can't lift anymore, and then I know at that point that's where I need to like build up a bit more. So yeah, I don't want to kill myself every week, but I want to do it so I'm learning. My new goal, because I didn't think I thought it was going to take me about 4 weeks to be able to lift 100 kilo. Turned out it'd take me about 40 minutes. So my new goal is 200 kilo. If I can hit 200 kilos, I'm fine. 10 kilos, that's a lot every week. Well, 10 kilos for me is like, I'll be alright. Worst comes worst, I only lift 110. And then the following week I could do 120 and I can't lift it. So I'll just stop and I'll just start re-practicing again. And I'll start doing like, if I do like 60 kilo as like reps, so that means that strengthens my back and my core. And then I'll do all my lats and everything else the same as normal. I'm learning muscle groups whilst I'm doing this, so it's pretty cool. Give me a sec. Now, 10 kilo a week, that's not a lot. When I first started there, I had to go and get stuff from my missus. So she's going through a pain flare, so she can't do stuff. You've been playing Transport Fever 2? Nice. So yeah, 10 kilo a week. When I first started down there, I didn't know how much I could actually lift. So on my first day, I started doing lat pull downs, just one of those. I was doing that and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. I can do like 25 kilo. Cool. And I went up to like 37. So 10 kilos in like 10 minutes. I was like, I'm fine. When I first started, I was maxing out around 40 kilo. My lats now I can pull down for... I'm up to like 65 kilo with them, and that's pushing me a little bit, but that's like, I need to do this because then if I can do like 65 kilo, then I can get to like 70. I've crashed. Well, that's fun. So yeah, it all comes down to how I feel comfortable, what I'm doing, how much I can lift, and does it feel right, mainly. And what I tend to do is I watch some of the more experienced people who have been to the gym, who are down there, and then I watch them to see what they're doing, and I'm seeing if it works for me as well. So there are certain things that I'm learning from other people. I'm not one of those people. I don't really like to ask a lot of questions because I don't really like interfering with what people are doing. So when I'm sitting there having my drink and I'm resting, then I'll see what other people are up to, and if it's something that I can do myself, then I will. It's like the only machine at the moment I can max out is the row pull. I think that's what it's called. I don't know actually what it's called. Basically, it's on the same sort of machine as you would do like pull downs. So it's on a stack, but the bench is longer, so it's like a row. So you're sort of rowing. And I've maxed that out to 109 kilo because that's as much as the stack goes. Yeah, I drove into the hole. Well, I mean, it's not. It's you change. I can change the handles on it, so it's all good. Basically, the gym I've got is you can change all the handles to the machines to do different workouts. But yeah, basically, you sit down and row. Yeah, so I max the stack out on that at 109 kilo. I have been tempted to chuck more weight on it just to see. So I'm not sure if I'm allowed. I might be able to. I'll see if the machines can actually take it. See if I can shove another like 10 kilo on it or something. But it's not easy because they're stacks. But I don't mind. At the end of the day, if I can lift that, then I can incorporate that down as that's my heavy day. Not a rope. Well, 109 is like max, so I'll just have to talk to them, like the owners, and just say how much are these tested for. I haven't seen one break yet, and I've seen people lift everything, so especially down there. There's a couple of guys who have obviously they've been down there for a little while, because like one of them I call like Jimmy the Giant because he's a big guy. I don't know his name. I just call him Jimmy the Giant, and he maxes out a couple of the machines down there. So I don't know what they're tested for, so I will figure that out maybe. Or I'll just keep it at 109 and be like, you know what, I'm just going to keep going. And then at some point, I know there's if it's still in business, I know there's a gym in my local, not in my town, but in one of the bigger towns over from me. Theirs is basically a power gym, so all they do is weightlifting and big iron. So if I do need to lift anything higher than that, I'll probably end up on there. Yeah, it sounds like that. You should try to move towards free weights to build it. Oh yeah, no, I do. Now I'm doing dumbbell workouts pretty much every time I'm down there, so I do that a lot. I use the Smith machine instead of because I'm on my own. I don't have like a gym partner or a gym buddy who's always going to be there, and I don't really want to pay for a personal trainer to basically look after me, right? So because I'm on my own, I don't risk a lot of free weight, but dumbbells easy. If worst comes to worst, I'm dropping them to my sides. When it comes to a bench press, I'll use the Smith machine because worst comes to worst with a Smith machine, as I can actually put the guards up so they're just above me. So if I do drop the weight, they land on the guards and not me. So that's fine. But yeah, I see the Smith machine as a sort of free weight because yeah, okay, it's on a rail, but if I drop it, it's gonna land just above me, so I can still move, you know. But that's the downside to going on your own. If you don't have any friends or anything to go to the gym with, you have to look after your own safety. So a lot of the stuff I use is machine worth, but I do use dumbbells because dumbbells can be pushed to the side and I don't have to worry about them landing on my face. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I mean, I can bench press, and I know I can. But if I get to a point where I can't rack up, and all of a sudden I've got a 20 kilo bar coming towards my head, it's going to sting a little bit, you know. And I've got no one there to catch it with me, so I'm all right. But if there is a couple of people down there that I know, because I know a couple of guys that go down because they're fathers, they're like me. Well, I say like me, they're built like brick shithouses. But if they're down there, I'll try and latch into one of their sessions and be like, you know, then I can actually do a couple of bits of free weights. But a lot of the stuff I do is either dumbbell stuff or the curl bar. So it's like it's the shorter bar where it looks like it's been bent up. That's pretty much me for free weights. But that's basically all. That's what I can do on my own. But I like the Smith machine. It's good for you. Hi Hybrid, how am I doing? I'm doing alright, mate. Catch you later in a bit, bud. I might be here, I might not be. See how things go. If you drop anything from my head, I don't know. I still like my head. You know, it may be a little bit useless from time to time, but I still like it. What day would it be? Normally Saturday. I might be around tomorrow, but I don't know. It's depending on how I feel, really. Or it's because I'm streaming today, then there's no point in doing one tomorrow. So we'll just have to see. It's fine. Chomping through the land right now. Charlie, what's up, dude? Doing alright? How was the gym? I sort of find it glad that I'm not the only person on a health kick. Definitely helps. But yeah, that's the other thing about when you go, you have to motivate yourself to go, or you have to motivate yourself to like push yourself that little bit further, because it's not easy. Like if you're on your own, I mean, it's you can chuck your own music on, you'll be all good, but it's more like, yeah, you have to push your own efforts. I would say that's probably the harder part about going down on your own. Like going to somewhere like a gym on your own, or going anywhere new on your own, is like, it's slightly daunting. Unless you've got a plan in your head about what you're doing and you're keeping yourself like motivated. Like not having anybody around does limit you a little bit, but at the same time you have to just push yourself. So that's why I actually don't mind, like if I talk to people down there, that's sort of like, that gives me a little bit of a push, because you know this person's probably wanting, you know, he probably wants you to like do better as well. And if I'm there as well and that person's like, hey, you know, can you help me for a second, then I'm there for him as well. So it does help. Doo-doo. I had a beef and ale pie today. I still don't believe when they say it's supposed to feed 2 people. But that was my entire lunch. I just ate a pie. It was alright. I mean, I'm always a bit funny about steak. Like steak and ale pies for me. I don't know. They make the gravy taste a bit funny with the ale. That's the downside. I do prefer just chicken or chicken and bacon. I think that's one thing I'm looking forward to when it comes to doing, like, when I'm condensing down what I am eating. I'm looking forward to actually doing like my own sort of like chicken fried rice in a way. Might add bits of bacon to it as well. Now I'm on the edge of a food coma. Get your ass in the gym, Charlie. Move your butt. The food coma's not good. Pardon me. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the stream or anything I do over here, hit the like, subscribe, and notification button below if you haven't done that before. And you can become a member for just as little as 99p a month. Help a hybrid by helping him buy Pepsi Max. It's all good. It helps. I'll just live to regret it for the end until the end of the night. You got a long way till the end of the night. I mean, it's 11 o'clock for me. You're 5 hours behind me. You'll be alright. Just learn from your mistakes. Don't do it again. I gotta be honest, I learned from my mistake the other day. I had, you know, when you've got like a craving for something, you know it's not good for you. And it's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll probably just buy one. I bought myself a chicken and doner mixed kebab, and I regretted it all of yesterday. It was not a fun time, and I got hit on today by an old lady. It was awesome. I was talking to Emma, and this woman comes up to me and walking past. She goes, "Oh, that's a lovely beard. I come from Australia. All the men down there have got beards like yours. Yours is lovely." I'm like, cheers. So apparently in Australia I can pull. It was one I wasn't expecting it. Let's put it that way. So if I ever come to Australia, ladies, beware. Hybrids in town. Suter, how you doing, buddy? Surta, sorry, not Suter, Surta. We're so close to being done, and then we can redo it, and then we can go again. Yeah, by the way, Saturday's looking promising for like how much gold I'm getting through. I've got all of this to do. David May, how you doing, buddy? Oh no, my bucket's been destroyed. Go on, click over. 100. There we are. All good, all good, all good. Rethink gaming. Hey, back off. I don't need much. I don't need any more competition. Just popping in to say hi whilst I finish my first gin of the evening. Hope all is well. Yeah, I'm all. It's okay. Day's doing all right. It's been actually a person called David May. Not really. Where's the red one that's broken? Is it this that's broken, or is it something else that's broken? What's broken? I'm sure it said a bucket and the conveyor belt was destroyed. Nothing on there is broken. Huh. Furry muff. Right. There we go. That bucket's full. Stick it with the rest of them. Right there. Oh dear. Right. That's all done. That's all done. We got one more rotation and we're good. So this is the plus side. Once you've got more buckets out on there, and your staff are doing more, and you don't have to worry too much about anything else. You can just dig instead of just messing around. Right, let me go and check the old didgeridoo bank, and then we'll see what we can get for. Let's see if our staff need upgrading, or if we can get a new member of staff. Check workers. No one. Fantastic. No, we don't need that. What do we need? What do we need? We need the plastic buckets. Can't be. No, they can't be destroyed. So it's strange. Maybe it's just like it said it was full, and I'm not reading it right, which is about normal. I don't even know why I'm in here. Oh no, I need buckets. That's the thing. I need more buckets because I'm literally running out of buckets. Accessories, buckets. I'm probably looking at doing another. I've just bought 14. I'm probably looking at doing another like 14 tomorrow. Maybe another 14 on Saturday. Well, that 14 will cover until tomorrow. So we might be looking at like a mass population of buckets by the end of tomorrow. That's a lot of buckets. Like I said, if I don't stream tomorrow, it's because I'm streaming now. And I'll just dig. Like tomorrow night, I'll just chill. I'll just turn off. And I'll sit here and I'll dig out a load. And I'll just keep going. I think my plan in my head is I want to get down to the next layer before doing a Saturday stream. So I might just like concentrate on that. But that's the goal. That's what I'm aiming for. That's what we're gonna do. That's a big helicopter. I know I could put these in a crate, but that means I have to buy a crate. I don't want to. That's why I'm using the truck. It's a beard. It's not like... Yeah, it's just a beard. It doesn't wibble like everybody else's. My motor seems to be, for the most part, paid off now. Excellent, Charlie. Might be only around 2 to 3 weeks. Are you going to be able to race it this season? Because that would be pretty cool. I'm actually looking forward to it. The reason why is because you've spent a lot of money on this truck and the engine, and it's got a pedigree, and it's a decent truck. I do hope it like helps you out a lot, like getting like first places, maybe even a sponsor. We'll see how things go. I'm not going to be able to sponsor you, mate. I'll see if I can find a race for it. Yeah, go for it. Be a laugh. So when you've got, obviously, because like your old trucks were just like, you know, the CJ7 and things like that. These are just like push around ones. With this new one, is there any way of actually making money from it? I mean, can you become a professional tough truck driver and actually earn money? Or is this just like a really expensive hobby. The truck already has a, that's good. So things will get paid for it. That's good. Expensive hobby, but maybe if I play my cards right, I can bring a little money in. Fair enough. It's a shame you can't. It's a shame they don't do like more sort of larger events for you to actually earn. You know, even if it's just like a grand or so for the actual rate, you know, for winning. It's the entertainment from the venue. It's how much money they pull. But it seems to be, it's like, yeah, what we can sell, like, you know, we can do rally, we can do this, we can do that. That's fine. But tough trucks, well, you know, I mean, it's just a hobby. It's a motorsport. There should be some sort of, like, I don't know. There should be some sort of prize money in it. Hey, He-Wolf. I'm doing all good. Just digging away. I've only got 9, 10, 13 squares to go before I start doing like big dirt earthworks. Because the rest of this after this is going to be it's going to be a lot of digging. Like when it comes to bulldozing. So what I have to do is I have to cut down through 7 meters for those last 3 squares. Everything between those last 3 squares and where my wash plant is, I have to level out. And that's going to be, it's going to take a little bit of time. I'm hoping, if I'm going to be honest, I hope I get it sort of started by Saturday. Take a look at the t-shirt you sent. Did you send me a you haven't sent me a t-shirt? When did you send me a t-shirt? Oh. Human by chance, alpha by choice. Oh, okay. It's a wolf t-shirt. I haven't been awake. Fair enough. The one I want's from QWERTY. And it would be one of the very few like non-black t-shirts I'd buy. But there's loads of stuff on QWERTY at the moment. It's like eight quid a t-shirt. Their stuff's really good. Mainly because it's all designed by people. So the people who, if you buy a t-shirt from there, let's say they make 1,000 sales through one t-shirt, the person who designed that t-shirt gets €1 for every t-shirt sold. So if they sell 1,000 t-shirts of that one design, you get €1,000. That's like your commission. So I might start trying to design again. I enjoyed the process. It's just like, I would say the worst part is like when you think you've got a good idea. Like the one I did the last time was the Run DOS t-shirt. I thought that was a good t-shirt, and then that didn't get chosen, but somebody else's Run t-shirt did, and they did exactly the same as me, apart from instead of DOS, which is DOS, they put Run CMD, so Run Command. I was just sitting there going, so basically, my t-shirt was good enough to be ripped off, but wasn't good enough to be chosen. Excellent. So I had a good idea, but it didn't work. Did you see that Tectonica released a Super Sandbox mode? No, I didn't. Mainly because I don't own Tectonica. I think he's been busy with the Daryl Eve stuff. think Channel Jumpstart's starting up again, isn't it? So I think you do it as part of the team. Give me a sec. I'll read it. If you dig overburn and process it, does it count towards the wash plant percentage or the gold rich? Basically, if you dig the overburden, you'll just earn X amount of gold that's in it. So it's worked out through how many ounces per cube, basically. DOS probably TM, while CMD isn't. Oh no, is it like it doesn't really matter because there's like people steal designs and chuck them on there all the time. Like it's not really that difficult, but it's just one of those things. People vote for the t-shirts. Have you ever been on QWERTY before? I'll show you. It's super sale, 75% off. Right, so all of these t-shirts are designed by people. And when I say that, you can literally, if you can design it, it goes on a t-shirt. Alright. So here you go. That's the Vault-Tec logo from Bethesda. Guarantee that was designed by somebody. And all they did was they chucked the Vault-Tec t-shirt there. Same with the Nuka-Cola one, same with this one, and same with all these. So guarantee people don't have the rights to that Nuka-Cola t-shirt, but apparently it's on here. It's fine. Don't worry about it. As you can see, they use a lot of the official fonts, a lot of official artwork and bits and pieces, but these are all designed by people. So it doesn't really matter, apparently. I've had the same argument with Displate, where people will basically take copyrighted images from Google, blow it up, and then put it down into Displate and put it into their own store. And how do I know that works? Because I've done it myself, and I never had a problem getting through their artwork copyright. So when they say, hey, you can go to Displate and you can get officially licensed pictures, blah blah, some of them are officially licensed, others are not officially licensed, and you can take it from Google, blow up to 3000 by 3000 pixels, and then chuck it on a design on there. And if it's good enough and the quality is good and it's not blurry in some places and really fucking picky, I've been through their way, yeah, it's very easy to pick up. So yeah, you don't have to. So the whole run DOS thing, I did it because I thought it was catchy. I thought it was cool, but I can, my idea was basically taken, and then someone run CMD instead. But yeah, I do. I've got a store on Displate. I've sold a couple of Displates, nothing too major. Like commission wise, I think I've only made like $37, but you have to make $50 to be able to get out. So I haven't really done much in the last couple of years on it. It's just sometimes someone buys one of the ones that I designed. And one of the ones I designed, I literally took an image and I just went, hey, I can change this to black and white and it's fine. And it sold. I'm like, okay, cool. It went through their system. They didn't have a problem with it. Apparently I owned the artwork, even though I know exactly where I got it from. And I know exactly how I did what I did. But apparently, with artwork, when it comes to putting it onto websites like QWERTY or Displate, as long as you can change 10% of the original image, that makes it a different image enough that you won't get copyrighted for it on their laws. And as it has to go through their system and they authorize your artwork, then you're not held responsible if it does break a copyright law, because it registered through their system and they were fine with it, so they give you the license to sell. But that's the same. That was the whole problem with AI as well. That's why there had to be some sort of like artistic law when it came to AI. An image on AI has, if you own the right license for it. So if you actually pay the service, like let's say ChatGPT 4 does like an image service. if you pay $10 a month to their image service and you create an image that's really cool and you can sell it as a t-shirt design, then you've actually got the license to be able to sell that, as long as you're paying for the license for that piece of software. It's a commercial license, that's the one. So Midjourney did it. If you pay for the $10 license for the license on Midjourney, and you can take any of the artwork you can create through Midjourney and you can sell it, you own it. If you can change 10% of an original image, which I've seen people put silhouettes on, like Starry Night by Van Gogh. So if they put like a silhouette in front of it, like a cat or something, they change the image enough to basically say, well, there you go, that's my image now. And I know it's plagiarism, but at the end of the day, it's how the art world works. It's it's a very weird rule, but that's how it is. Now, who was the guy that painted the Campbell's soup tin? So Andy Warhol basically took an existing piece of work, which was the Campbell's soup tin, blew it up and put it on a picture. It wasn't his original design, it was just a picture of a can of soup. And that was considered artwork. That wasn't considered his own. Well, it was considered his own artwork, but he didn't go, hey, I've got this crazy idea to design a tin of soup. He took a tin of soup and just copied the fucking image and put it on. So yeah, that's what art does. If you can just make it a tiny bit different, you're fine. It's like the Madonna artwork, the pop art, which gets used a lot. And that's just a picture of Madonna copied 4 times in different colours. And then someone else can take that picture. If you just change the colour scheme or change the background, it's your own artwork, apparently. You won't get knackered for it. That's just how art works. It's a very, very, very strange business. Very, very strange. Are we running? We are. Yeah, it's 10%. It's why I like people like Picasso. Because he would just deform art completely. Yeah. So abstract art, the reason why I like abstract art is because it's very hard to, unless you actually take that picture and you copy it completely. Abstract art is always different because everybody else has their own like mimic of abstract. It's not like drawing a tree. You know, you're drawing a tree, but you're turning a tree into a motor car at the same time as having a watch on it. Or that, you know, so you're adding all these bits and things that are just straight out of your imagination, and that's always going to be different per person. But for me, I could literally take a picture of Rick and Morty, and if I just changed Rick's head and just put a Mr. Meeksy's head on it, then that would be considered a unique piece of artwork because it's taken different images and doing it in a different way. As I said, it's a very, very, very strange law, and I'm pretty sure it's 10% because that's what I was told. And I had an argument with Displate about it because it was one of those adverts that came up on Facebook, and my whole thing was, so any idiot can take an image from Google, blow it up, and chuck it onto there. And there was somebody arguing with me about it, and I was like, okay, so why is this right? He said, well, because it's been changed, you can now use it as a piece of original artwork. I'm like, so anybody can just change 10% of it? And they were just like, well, yeah, so why is this against the law then? And it's like, well, because it's not. It's like, but that doesn't explain it. And also it doesn't explain why I can take an official piece of artwork. Let's say I can take a picture of Tifa from Final Fantasy VII, and if I can just put it onto a display and just change a few bits on it, done. You could steampunk her, you could chuck her through an AI generator, you could give her like a different set of clothing, something that would just be unique, and that would be a unique piece of artwork. Yeah, it's all strange. Where are we up to? We are nearly finished this round. I'll see how much I've got left to do and then we'll go from there. Heyo! What up, dude? We done yet? We done yet? There we are, we're done. Right, where are we up to? We are youth of a nation. Okay, so 38%. I'm going to need 3 more trucks. I don't want to do that now. So, that's an industrial vibrator. You got that? Oh, the shaker deck. Yeah, it's big. It's big. So, that's not bad. We're all good. And season's doing okay. Save. Done. Alright, so this is the plan. For me tomorrow, after I stopped hiccuping, I'm going to be heading to the gym in the morning. I will come home and I will basically probably just grind this out for a couple of hours and I will be fine. At least I've got to see it from... Yeah, it's all good, man. So, I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow because I'm here now. So I'll be live on Saturday. So tomorrow for me, I'm probably just going to dig through. So I do like another 2 rotations. So I'll get another, if I'm doing 2 full rotations, it'll be 4 lots of mats washed, 4 buckets up there done, probably 6 buckets down there done, 6 buckets down there done. And I'll probably do that tomorrow through to Saturday. Hopefully we will have, or hopefully I will have at least dug all this out by Saturday night. So all of this I want to get dug out by Saturday, and then when I come online to do the stream on Saturday, we'll do all the gold, and then I'm probably going to have to dig out all of this. So all of this needs to be dug out. So down to where that is there, and that's around about 7 meters down to that level, and we've just got to flatten it out and go from there. But yeah, so that's the joys. That's what we're going to be up to. So Saturday is where I'm probably going to be doing all this dig work. And we're going to be doing all the gold as well. So it's going to be alright. So if you have enjoyed this, it is a lot of digging, but I've got a lot of time. And I'm alright. Can you bulldoze into the empty hole? Well, so yeah, so up to this point is where I want the hole to be. So all of this has to be dug out first. And then I will dig out... Well, you can't really dig out of the hole because it's a bit funny on the old blade. The way it's designed, it doesn't work properly. You have to just fudge around with it. So you have to keep leveling it out and leveling it out, leveling it out, and bringing it down. And being I've got an edge here, if I can just get it down to there, then I can just push. So there's all this I need to level out first, then I can level it down. It'll be alright. Don't worry, we'll get there. I'll fuck up, but you guys can watch and have a laugh. It's fine. Laugh at my expense. It's all good. So yeah, we'll dig all this out. I'll get that done. Hopefully Saturday night we'll be making a road, and then we'll be digging out the bottom level, because like I said, the bottom level for when you're digging here, you don't have all of this. I've already dug, and there's still 2,000 ounces there, there's 2,000 ounces there, there's 2,000 ounces there, 2,000 there, 2,000 there, probably 2,000 there, 2,000 there. All here alone there's 12,000 ounces of gold in that bottom section of dirt, those last sort of 9 meters. So yeah, if I need to get down to that point, I need to dig it all out. We'll go from there. It's fine. Worst comes to worst is that I get down to the last 2 meters, I'll bulldoze down again, and I will literally just take out everything down to like bedrock. It's depending on how much is left in the squares. So if it's like 200 ounces, I won't bother. If it's like 1,000 ounces, I'll take it, you know. So it all comes down to how far I'm digging down and where we go, and that's basically this whole square here, and that's what I'm digging out now. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to do, and it's all good. Hopefully there's like, I don't know, 70,000 ounces, but we'll see. I don't even know how much is in the back in the gold box. That's after all that hole over there was dug out as well. So until my next one, I'm going to say peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. Have a great rest of your evening, your day, your morning, or whatever time it is for you guys. I'll see you all on Saturday from around 6 or 7 o'clock. It's depending on when my kids go to bed. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you all later, and I'll say goodbye. Bye-bye for now.